What did your child tell you that gave you chills? My youngest daughter, Nessa, was born in March of 1994. She was a precocious child, charming and intelligent. She was very outgoing and was constantly talking, so it wasn't a surprise to anyone that she had imaginary friends. Nessa's favorite imaginary friend was named Henry, and I always just assumed she had named him after my dead brother, Henry. Now Henry had died in June of 1994, but he had been the closest in age to me, and so many of my stories to my children featured Henry. It made sense to me then, that Henry would show up in Nessa's imagination, especially since her two older sisters had been 10 and 8 when Henry died, and so they too had stories about Henry they shared with Nessa. One day when Nessa was 4, she was happily playing with Henry and was having a tea party with all her stuffed animals, when she suddenly stopped, burst into tears and climbed on my lap. "What's the matter, honey?" "Tanya is hurt." Henry went to help her, but I'm scared. "I am sure Tanya is okay, and it isn't nice for Henry to scare you. Tell Henry if he is going to scare you he can't play with you anymore." "Mom, he isn't here. He went to help Tanya. Henry said she needs him so she can wake up. I'm scared, Mom. I'm scared." "Now, honey. Tanya is in school. I'm sure she is fine. Let me get you something to drink and some cookies, okay? You can have a real tea party and I'm sure Henry will come back when he sees you have cookies." I had just made it into the kitchen to grab a couple cookies when the phone rang. "Is Tanya's mom there?" "Yes, this is Tanya's mom. We need you to come to the school. Tanya fell off the monkey bars and she split her lip wide open. She is going to need stitches." "I'll be right there." I get Nessa and I drive quickly to the school. Entering the nurse's office, I see my poor middle child, with the biggest split lip I have ever seen and a giant bump on her forehead. It takes several hours in the emergency room, quite a few stitches, an x-ray and concussion warnings before we all make it home. After dinner I'm talking to Tanya, mainly to keep her awake. "Mom," Tanya says, "I saw Uncle Henry after I fell today. He told me I had to wake up. I didn't want to wake up, but Uncle Henry said I had to, or he would pull my hair. I didn't want him to pull my hair, so I opened my eyes. I know it was just a dream while I was unconscious, but it was so real." I didn't want to scare Tanya, so I said nothing about what her little sister had said to me earlier in the day. Instead I told Tanya I was sure it was just a dream caused by hitting her head so hard. I don't know which conversation was more chilling. The one with Nessa, that proved to be true? Or the one with Tanya, where she stated Henry helped her wake up, thus confirming Nessa's story. What do you think?